Here's a paradox. Most people believe their lives collapse from major blows: divorce, failure, betrayal. But the truth is inverted. It's rarely the big earthquakes that destroy you. It's the hairline cracks, the tiny habits that seem harmless today but silently corrode your future. These habits don't announce themselves as dangerous. They slip in disguised as normal routines. They whisper, not shout. And because they feel harmless in the short term, we rarely confront them. Yet stretched across years, they eat away at health, focus, resilience, and joy. Today, I want to advocate for your future self by exposing 6 of the most subtle but destructive habits that too many people tolerate. And as we go through them, I'm going to show you not just why they erode your life, but how to flip them, so you can rebuild a stronger foundation. Habit 1. Constant comparison. Comparison has been described as the thief of joy for centuries. But in the digital era, it has transformed into an epidemic. Every swipe of your phone bombards you with curated highlight reels, vacations, bodies, bank accounts, successes. You start measuring yourself against an impossible standard. It feels casual, like scrolling while sipping coffee. But neurologically, comparison floods the brain with cortisol and dopamine in unbalanced cycles, leaving you anxious, restless, and unsatisfied. What's worse, comparison shifts your compass. Instead of walking your own road, you begin chasing someone else's shadow. And the irony, the very people you envy are often scrolling, envying someone else. It's a chain with no winners. Here's the advocacy. Unplug the chain. Use social media as a tool, not a mirror. Limit your exposure. Instead of asking, why don't I have what they have? Ask, what can I create today that reflects my values? Creation, not comparison, builds identity. Habit 2. Avoiding discomfort. Discomfort is life's greatest sculptor. Every workout, every hard conversation, every decision to push beyond your comfort zone reshapes you into a stronger version of yourself. Yet most people avoid it. You skip the workout because you're tired. You delay the presentation because feedback might sting. You avoid the awkward talk with your spouse because silence feels safer. But here's the danger. Every time you dodge discomfort, you train your nervous system to treat challenge as danger. Over time, even small obstacles feel overwhelming. You end up fragile, not because life got harder, but because your tolerance shrank. Advocacy here means changing your relationship with discomfort. Instead of asking, how do I avoid this? Ask, what is this discomfort trying to teach me? Treat discomfort like a gym for the mind. Small doses build strength. Step into the cold shower. Take the first 5 minutes of the conversation you've been avoiding. Stretch your threshold little by little until resilience becomes your normal state. Habit 3. Always saying yes. On the surface, saying yes feels kind. It makes you agreeable, reliable, the person everyone counts on. But underneath, endless yeses are silent betrayals of your own priorities. Every yes to something meaningless is a no to something meaningful. You start to dilute your time, your energy, and ultimately, your life. What follows is exhaustion, resentment, and a quiet bitterness toward the very people you once wanted to please. The advocacy here is simple yet radical. Boundaries are not selfish, they are sacred. Learn the courage of the word no. Say it with respect, but say it firmly. Guard your energy like it's a bank account. Spend it on what compounds: your health, your family, your true mission. That is how you transform yes from a reflex into a deliberate gift. Habit 4. Multitasking. We live in an age that worships busyness. Juggling emails, answering messages, streaming content, and pretending it's all efficient. But science paints a harsh picture. Multitasking fractures attention, increases mistakes, slows you down, and even rewires the brain to crave shallow stimulation. That's why deep focus feels unbearable to so many to date, not because you're incapable, but because your mind has been trained to scatter. If you want to reclaim your power, you must become an advocate for protect blocks of undistracted time. Put the phone in another room, close the browser tabs, choose one task and give it your full attention. You'll not only complete more in less time, but you'll rebuild your brain's capacity for clarity. Habit 5. Ignoring sleep. Sleep is the most underrated form of self-care. In hustle culture, people brag about grinding on 4 or 5 hours a night, but neuroscience is merciless. Chronic sleep deprivation is not toughness, it's slow self-destruction. Memory weakens, creativity stalls, immunity crumbles, and long-term risk for diseases like dementia skyrockets. Think of sleep as daily brain maintenance. It's when your mind consolidates memories, flushes out toxins, and resets emotional balance. Cutting sleep isn't saving time, it's stealing from tomorrow's potential. So here's my advocacy. Guard your sleep like medicine. Treat your bedroom like a sanctuary. Dim the lights, silence the tech, and create a ritual of rest. You're not being lazier, preserving the engine of every other pursuit. Habit 6. Waiting for motivation. This one quietly sabotages millions. You tell yourself, I'll start when I feel ready. When I'm motivated, I'll go to the gym. When I feel inspired, I'll write the book. But the truth is reversed. Motivation doesn't lead to action. Action creates motivation. The first steps are always clumsy, but momentum follows movement. Waiting for motivation is just procrastination dressed up as patience. The advocacy here: shrink the starting line. Don't commit to a 2-hour workout, start with 2 minutes. Don't wait to write a chapter, write a paragraph. Let motion spark momentum. The feeling you seek arrives after you begin, not before. Now let's pull the thread together. None of these habits, comparison, avoidance, overcommitment, multitasking, neglecting sleep, or waiting for motivation, destroy you instantly. That's what makes them so dangerous. They're subtle leaks, tiny fractures, easy to ignore in the present. But 10 years from now, the bill is due. A life drained by comparison, a spirit too fragile for discomfort, a body burned out by endless yeses, a mind distracted by multitasking, a brain worn thin by lack of sleep, and dreams stalled indefinitely because you were waiting for the perfect moment. The good news is, you don't need a dramatic overhaul to change course. You need awareness and small swaps. Compare less, create more. Seek out small discomforts to grow tolerance. Protect your energy with boundaries. Focus deeply on one thing at a time. Honor your sleep. And act first. Let motivation chase you. Here's the paradox to carry with you. It's not the disasters you see coming that break you, but the habits you ignore because they seem too small to matter. Your experiment for the week is simple. Choose one of these 6 habits and flip it. Just one. Watch how quickly your life begins to shift. Not from a massive overhaul, but from patching the leaks that were quietly sinking you. That's the paradox. And that's your power.